All right, y'all, because get in here so we can talk about the season premiere episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. Before we even get started, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, and get down in these comments because y'all know we're going to have to talk about it. And let's go ahead and get into it. Now, they kicking it off, baby, with a bang. They did not come to play. They did a whole reenactment of Karen's latest wreck and that DUI that she got. As we all know, if you've watched the show, this is not Karen's first wreck or DUI situation that she's been involved in publicly, at least that we know, since she's been on the show. This is her second. So it's like a lot of the women, even though they're trying to give grace, it's frustration added on to it at this point because it's like you keep doing this. Karen, you have enough money, so you say, that I don't understand why it is. And when you going out with your good girlfriends and you going to have a drink or two, call the car. Get you a car service, honey. Uber Black, whatever the hell you have to do. I'm sure Ray ain't gonna mind putting you in a car versus having you get behind the wheel of a car and drive it into a damn tree. You could have killed yourself. You could have killed anybody else. It is not cool, grand dame, regardless of who you are, that you keep doing this. The ladies basically speak. Each one of them have their little confessional moment where they talk about how they found out about Karen's wreck. They glad that she's okay. But again, this is frustrating a little bit because she keep on doing this, you know. Gizelle and Ashley are on the phone as Gizelle's on her way to basically see about Karen or pick her up. Because Karen basically been hiding out in her house ever since she set up and almost ran over a damn tree. Or tried to run over a tree. The tree ran over her. But she get to her house, where she tells Ashley, you know, she gonna try to get some information out of her or talk to her and ask her about it. Because Ashley's asking her questions on, well, do you know when the court proceedings and when this? Giselle like, I don't know nothing, honey. I'm just now going to get her. I'll report back on what I know. What I don't find out, you gonna just have to basically ask for yourself. She get there. Ray bring Karen to the door. And honey, I'm gonna tell you, Karen look right sickly. She look right sickly. I don't know if it's because you ain't been eating, because you over there in a depression. And now that you done wrecked your car up, totaled it. I think Gizelle was saying there were charges in there about her the car not even being registered properly. All kind of stuff be coming out about y'all. And for y'all to have all this money that y'all speak of is really crazy to me that y'all be getting yourself in these type of situations, honey. Because anytime I would be going out to have me a drink, baby, the car said, the way I don't like driving either, come get me. So I don't care if I got to tell Ray. Ain't that what she call him, Ray? Come get me. I done got a little too tipsy down here around to the bar with my friends. I need you to come get me. And if you can't come get me, I'm going to tell you where I am. I send my location and you send me a car. And that will alleviate a lot of these problems that you having, Karen. But no, you keep getting behind the wheel. So Gizelle pull up, get Karen, and they go to the restaurant. Child, for a minute, I thought they was going around to the gas station. The way they pulled up and they had the gas station on in the background. But I guess the restaurant right next door. So they pull up, they go in, and wherever it is, Karen got her own signature plate in her. So she must go often. It looked like a little shack to me, but them be having the best food, so I get why they went there. They go in, they sit down. Gizelle immediately, y'all know how she is. She's going straight in for it. Now, Karen, okay, I know we've had the wreck, but I want to know, you know, how are you doing? Like, how's everything going? What's going on with court? What's going on with, you know, I know it had to be rough. Karen is sitting there, honey, looking like a brick wall, looking like the tree that she hit. She ain't giving Gizelle nothing. And that's my whole thing, Gizelle. You ought to have known the way Karen is defensive, the way she's reacted previously in other seasons when stuff about her has come up. She do not like talking about that shit. She don't like y'all being all in her business when it comes to knowing about her not being able to pay for stuff. And especially something like this. She's not telling you nothing. What do Karen say? I will talk about it, Gizelle. I would appreciate it if you would let me talk about it when I'm able to. I'm going to take the advice of my attorney right now, and I'm not going to speak on it because I can't. Now, when things change and I am able to speak on it, then I will. But as of right now, I'm not. Honey, and Karen get the deflecting. That's what she do best. Gizelle even get to the point where she's asking her questions, and I think Karen at one point said, well, you know how to read. Bitch, what? And you getting smart? You out here drunk driving and you getting smart with me because I'm trying to figure out what the hell going on with you and your business is all plastered around the TV out of boys. That's the thing about good old Karen. You be wanting to smack fire out of her, but you got to remember this my elder. this my elder. I need to calm down, and I just need to, I got to understand that she's embarrassed right now, and she don't really want to talk about all of this for real. So Gizelle switched gears, and she tells her that she wants to have like a birthday brunch lunch for her. I know Karen loved the fact that her birthday lands in filming. Her and Ashley almost every single year, and they always get to celebrate their birthdays on the show, which is pretty cool if you think about it. And of course, Karen accepts, and she, they talk about the guest list. Karen's inviting a few other girls. Two of them are Vivian and Stacy that we're going to meet a little bit later. Mia and Gordon, they getting ice cream with the kids. Honey, this shit could not be messier, okay? We find out that, yes, they are separated. Mia's still messing with Ink, but hell, Gordon done moved into her building, so it makes it hard for her to sneaky link, as she say, and I wish she would just say it would make it hard for her to be with Ink, because saying sneaky link make it seem like she's still messing with multiple people. But Gordon just has got to get over it at some point. If the girl does not want to be with you no more, the girl don't want to be with you. You moving into the same building and then trying to mask it and saying it's for stuff like co-parenting. And he said, I'm happy we finally found something that works for the both of us. And it's like, no, I feel like it probably works better for you than it does for Mia. But we're going to let you say that on TV because we know you need to also save face. And Mia also talks to him about having a paternity test done for their son. And, while I blame her a little bit, I don't blame her at the same time, because Gordon is the one on the reunion last year that brought it out to the world that their son might not be his and that he may have had doubts or something. But basically, you being mad and being petty, putting Mia on blast, now it got her back against the wall. So Mia's like, shit, you open a can of worms and now we gonna close them. You're gonna do this paternity test and it's gonna show who Jeremiah's dad is. And that just is what it is. Now, Gordon don't want to have the damn test. He he knows who his dad is. I'm his dad. And Mia's like, do you really want him going the rest of his life? Not really knowing, and there be a question. And this is what confuses me, because I thought you went through in vitro or whatever the hell going on. Mia, you've been busting and popping that cat for a long ass time, baby. You have really been doing the thing. Probably for the most of y'all's marriage. And that's another reason why I don't understand why Gordon is so upset. I guess maybe it's the fact that she actually is making it seem like she's leaving him now at this point, that she's really making steps towards leaving him, because it sounds like that girl been doing whatever the hell she want to do. If it's to the point where she thinks y'all's oldest son is by Ink, then she been doing what the hell she want to do. So I don't fault her for wanting to have the paternity test, especially since you brought it up publicly. And also, now at this point, I need to go ahead and do the right thing and be honest and just figure out whose father who's the father, so that I can tell my child who his daddy is, rightfully so. Because for some reason, Ink think that it might be his. And hell, the way you talking about you and Gordon's situation, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Ink's either. So yeah, go ahead and get the paternity test. I ain't even mad at you. Ashley meeting up with her attorney. She finally ready to go through with the divorce full throttle from Michael. Michael probably done hit her ass with a bunch of shit, a bunch of rules and regulations. She says she's ready to date. She's ready to start dipping her toe back in the pond. You see her with a couple of guys. It looked like she's going on a couple of dates, and they had caught it on film, whether they show them or not. It does look like she's actively trying to date. And get away from Michael. Kudos to her, because it's a long time coming. But we do learn that Ashley wants to, whatever their divorce looks like, she wants the kids to primarily be with her. That's basically what she's saying. Although she knows that Michael is a great father, ultimately she wants her kids to be with her in her home most of the time. And I know she knows that that's going to be a hard thing to do. Especially knowing that Michael is the breadwinner and he has the money. I think Ashley kind of played it safe and waited until she stacked up a nice amount of money as well, because she knows that Michael has so much that he can fight her tooth and nail with just the money alone. He don't have to bring up no infidelity, no nothing else. Just with the money that he has alone, he can fight her. And I think that that's what she was waiting for before she actually went forward with filing for the divorce. So, kudos for her. I'm actually happy for her. Wendy is resigning from being a professor. I'm confused because I thought she had resigned a long ass time ago. I'm frankly, although I'm glad Wendy keep on making it back on the show, I don't want to see no woman's livelihood get taken away from them. I'm sick of this shit every season with her finding a new niche that she wants to do. We ain't seeing the continuation of nothing. It's just starting over fresh every single season when it comes to Wendy. I guess she's at this point in her life really trying to figure out what it is that she wants to do, where she wants to land. But when she told the mama a couple of seasons ago that she didn't want to teach no more, that's when I thought she had resigned. I was wrong, honey, because there she is. She's doing her resignation letter. She reads it out, and then she sends it. And thank goodness that she has such a loving her husband, because he comes in and he, congratulates her. He tells her, come on, we're going to go celebrate. We ain't going to be all sad about it. None of that, because this is what you wanted to do ultimately. You want to be home with the kids more. You want to spend more time with the family and all of that. So this is just what you want to do. Let's go celebrate. We're not even going to cry about it. And that's basically Wendy's intro. She don't want to tell her mom because she know the mom is going to be mad, but I just really don't even think that's going to be a big storyline for her either, having the mama be mad for her, because the mama be getting too much from Wendy. They be doing too much, taking too much care of her. She ain't going to stay mad at her. Hell, she need that money. She like the financial gain that she gets from her children is what it gives me. So even though she might be upset that you're not a professor no more, baby, she's not going to stay mad. Money talks and bullshit walk, period. Karen and Vivian, who is a boutique owner, and that's one of the ladies that it looks like she's introducing to the show, they meet up with Stacy, who is also another one of the newer ladies Karen looks like she's bringing on. She used to work for QVC, and I'm going to tell y'all what, she basically talks like she still is on there. That is what it is. When I hear this woman talk, I feel like she is still speaking like she's doing QVC. Hi guys, let's see here. Which dress are we going to try on today is what it's given. But I like them. I like both of them for the most part so far. I have not seen a lot of them, but even Stacy, I like them. They trying on dresses. Stacy's the one that needs to try on the dress because she's going to the gala. And Karen mentions that she doesn't see a ring on Stacy's finger no more. Right at that moment, of course, Stacy coming out. So they ask her about it, and she lets it be known that she's been separated for a year and that she's currently going through a divorce. That's going to be, that's how you know she's probably going to be coming on the show as a cast member, because we already starting to get storyline footage from her. She going through a divorce. She been married with this man for 15, 16 years, something like that. She thought she'd be married forever, and now they going their separate ways. It's already setting up a good scene for her coming on the show. Now, they also, while they trying on dresses, pop some champagne. And it'd be so funny because they drinking the champagne. They cheers. Karen got her water in the flute. But they stop and they look at Karen. It's almost like production is like, hey, you guys, mention the drinking to Karen. Because they wasn't even thinking about it. And then all at once, they looking at Karen like, oh gosh, Karen, Is it upsetting you that we're drinking in front of you? Karen looking like, honey, no, because I'm going to be drinking with y'all here in a minute. I'm not drinking right now because I'm still on the antibiotics and the pain medicine for my foot and my ribs that got cracked up when I ran into the tree. But baby, I'm still going to be drinking, and I think that's what's not clicking with Karen. People are really thinking that you're taking these wrecks seriously. They're thinking that you finna stop drinking, that you finna turn your life around, that you finna become a whole new Karen. Whole time, Karen is just like, oh, hell, I done fucked up another car. Oh, well, let me go ahead and heal my ankle up, get my ribs together so I can start back having me some wine. And next time, she's planning on how to do it better next time. Karen's not worrying about stopping drinking or any of that. She's worrying about how to make it to where this situation doesn't happen a second or third time. Because it did happen a second time. She's trying to keep it from happening a third time. Karen look at them and then she's looking at them like they crazy too. No, of course not. Like, why would it be bothering me? I'll be enjoying libations with you ladies soon. Don't worry. So, honey, they continue to drink, and that's pretty much the end of their scene. Gizelle arrived early to set up Karen's Hatitude party. I love the name for her party, and I love the twist that Gizelle puts on it. One thing about her and Ashley, they know how to throw a good theme party. All right, they are creative and they come up with some creative ideas. And speaking of Ashley, she's the first one to get there. And she brings Karen a bounce back box. And it's like all stuff geared on stopping drinking. Hence again, they're taking this more seriously than Karen. Karen is not about to stop drinking, y'all. So y'all wasting y'all the money buying her stuff like this. She is waiting till she can finish that last pill in her bottle so that she can pour her up a glass of champagne. And that just is what it is, and take a Fireball shot. We know Karen love her some Fireball. Jacqueline, she's another one of the first to get there. I'm shocked that they bringing her back around, but again, she's good for the storyline with Mia. So Jacqueline, she's another one that comes in, and then Mia gets there with her friend Jazzy. It's like, you know, Mia and Jacqueline ain't butt buddies no more, so now Mia's bringing another person around. It's funny how Karen and Mia seem to be the ones bringing new people around her recently, but she comes with her friend Jazzy. Jazzy gets introduced to everybody, especially Jacqueline. They have a little funny back and forth, like, oh, I heard you don't play about Mia, you know, woo woo. That's what Jazzy's saying to Jacqueline, and they hug and, you know, tell each other they look beautiful. So it don't look like no sticky business is going on yet. I just am curious to see how this is gonna, you know, how their friendship is gonna play out. The rest of the ladies start showing up. Everybody's meeting Jazzy, who is basically the new face in the room. They sit down, they take a seat. They're waiting on Karen to get there. Jacqueline slips up, y'all, in the midst of the conversation, because of course the convo is centered around Karen and this wreck. And she slip up and say Karen recently called her drunk. And everybody's like, drunk? She was drunk recently? Jacqueline trying to backtrack, which is funny because of what you finna do later, but we gonna stick to order. She starts backtracking and she's like, well, I mean, she didn't sound normal. She didn't sound like normal Karen. You know, it just kind of sounded, she sounded drunk. Just say it. You know, you done already put it out there that she was drunk when you told Mia, and you know Mia is known to burst a motherfucker out. So I don't even know why the hell you told her that. But now that it's on the table, you might as well go and stick with it. But right as she's trying to explain that, you know, well, maybe, you know, she had a drink or two. I don't know. But it sounded like she may have been at home. So, you know, I don't know. Karen come walking in. And she comes walking in. I don't know if they all came together, but she comes right at the same time that Vivian and Stacy are getting there. They all introducing themselves. They saying hi to Karen. Karen, take a seat. Gizelle don't waste no time coming up with the drink names and explaining them to everybody. And she makes a virgin drink for Karen specifically. And I want to say it was called like the Virgin Grand Dame or the no alcohol Grand Dame. Something Grand Dame. And it was cute, but Karen also gave her the side eye. Like, bitch, you know good and damn well you don't got to name nothing alcohol-less after me while you playing these damn games. Because like I told y'all, Karen's counting down until she can have her shot. Gizelle also explains to everybody, which this is the kind of stuff that be making people look at Gizelle a certain type of way. She tell everybody that it's a attitude party, not an attitude party. And if you do come in with an attitude, there's several hats that you're going to have to wear. Like you can have a banana hat, you can have a taco hat. Basically, if you get an attitude, they're going to stick something stupid on your head, piss you off, mess your wig up, all that kind of stupid stuff. But then in the same breath, she starts handing out hats that she handpicked for everybody and kind of basically had designed based on like the personality and things about people. So it's like crazy. You know, what a double-edged sword with Gizelle. Bitch, you are really a Sour Patch Kid, sweet and sour at the same damn time. I don't know why Karen decides to ask the ladies if there are any questions, because that's what she did. She asked them if they had any questions about her situation. And Jacqueline is like the first one that speaks up and decides to say stuff like, well, you know, I just don't think anyone should judge her because things happen to the best of us. And I just don't think that we should judge Karen. And it's like, bitch, we wouldn't be judging Karen if it wasn't for you, first of all, opening your mouth and saying that Karen just recently called you drunk, because all the ladies have been thinking that Karen wasn't even drinking no more. No, you had to confirm with your big ass mouth that she just called you drunk. So, yeah, the woman is still drinking. But now you want to sit up and take up for her. But anything the ladies are asking Karen, she's deflecting. So much so to the point where she said, you know, one thing that this is definitely going to do is show me which one of you women are really my true friends? Because I don't want no fake bitches around me. And blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, Karen, you talking around in circles all because you don't want to answer these ladies' questions on holding yourself accountable. And that's okay if you want to do that, as long as you know that's what you're doing and you know that we see you for what you're doing. I don't know how in the hell. Actually, no, I ain't even going to say that. I do know how the conversation segued over to Mia. Mia said something, and then Gizelle made the comment about Ink. They brought up Ink. They were talking about him. They were talking about Mia being separated, and Gizelle asked, had Jacqueline gotten the opportunity to try out sleeping with Ink yet? Honey, Stacey said, oh, no. Oh, my. She said something like, what? Honey, she was shocked. This is not the group, Stacey, for your mouth to hit the floor. When something like this come up, baby, they are going to bring it out and they're going to talk about it all. So you better get ready and buckle up for the ride, okay? Mia says, of course not. You know, and somehow the conversation segues to Karen and Gizelle specifically feeling like Mia didn't protect her kids when it came to this situation that she's going through with Gordon. They feeling like Mia should not have started moving on with Ink because Gordon is still in love with her. And I just feel like, what bad advice to give a woman? That is absolutely crazy. So just because this man, who is, as I just said, following her around, now he lives in her same fucking building, he will not leave her alone. Of course Gordon doesn't want to leave Mia. Have you seen both of them? Why in the hell would he want to lose his wife that looks like that? He don't know if he's going to be able to get another one, let alone another one that look like that. Like, he does not want to lose that. But he is. And he does not know how to compartmentalize it. And not only is that happening, he's also putting personal business, like the fact that Jeremiah might not be his. He's the one that brought that shit to the forefront, not Mia. So it's not fair of y'all to hold Mia to the fire and make that woman feel like she's the one that's not protecting her kids. The only thing I can say that Mia might have done, that she could have maybe did a little bit differently, was waited until she was completely separated for us to start finding out about her messing with Ink. I feel like when it got to a point in her marriage, she said, fuck it. I don't care. I know we're not going to be together no more. And I'm just going to start doing me. Without formally announcing to everybody that you were already separated and going through a divorce or whatever, that's of course going to make people look at it like, oh, she cheating. And then she got a side dude and this and that and that and this. Although it's none of y'all business, that is what it makes it look like. But in no way, shape, form, or fashion do I feel like it is fair to tell Mia that it's all her fault, that her kids are plastered all on TV and this and that. And no, it's Gordon that's putting them out there. And I love that Wendy was one of the main ones that was like, guys, this is not fair. And that's heavy to even say that to her. And coming from somebody that don't even really like Mia, they don't even really get along, that speaks volumes on Wendy and how she's even perceiving what y'all are doing to her. It's not cool. It's really not cool, because if somebody came for either of y'all's parents and y'all know both of y'all will bloop, the only thing is we don't got no smoke on y'all messing with nobody else while y'all was with somebody. Hell, Gizelle, you the one that was getting cheated on in your shit, Karen. We feel like Ray don't even give a damn about you no more. So y'all really don't have no room to talk. At least we know Gordon is still gung-ho and gone off of Mia. And that's why all this shit's going on with them. But y'all make sure to get down in these comments and let me know that y'all watch the premiere episode, how y'all feel about it. What do y'all think about Karen keep getting in these damn wrecks, drunk driving, whatever the hell she doing, putting everybody else in harm. But y'all make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn your post notifications on, because y'all know y'all don't want to miss when I come back with the next one.